hello everyone. Hoping microphones are working first try today because I'm kind of lazy. Good morning. Anyway, playing China again. If you hear any background noise, they're doing a roadworks outside my house. The literal worst possible timing as usual. Oh wait, hold on. I have... No, just big boosters. Okay. I'm going to be burning through... I'm going to activate 220% at once, actually. I'm just going to be burning through a lot of these boosters today, because, you know, I feel like it, so... Spam J11 missiles? Nah, J11's boring as hell. Anyways, hello everybody. Why do you like that plane so much? It's got good missiles. It's fairly good flight performance, good missiles, very brainless to fly. It's very easy to play, essentially. All you gotta do is just slide in behind people and then spam the buttons, and it's not very hard to do that, so... It's quite fun. Pretty brainless. Which is always good for grinding, so... Also, it is talisman, so I want to get good value out of it, so... Finally shot some firearms today, unfortunately not yet. I gotta do that at some point, actually. I do indeed need to fire a firearm. It's just 1 PM currently. My headphones cutting out. That's bizarre. I hope you guys can't hear that as well. Need 900k more to unlock rank 8, but I have a gambling addiction. Who doesn't? I swear, adding gambling crates was like one of the worst decisions Gaijin could have made for players to this game. Everybody is just spamming gambling, and it is very amusing. F4S or F5C, clueless. Actually, that reminds me, I was going to edit the community settings. Give me a moment. That's right, I forgot I was going to do this. I'm going to get rid of some of the... I forgot that I blacklisted Cobra. Okay, that's kind of base. I forgot that I did that just because everyone was spamming it. Why is Ball still mod? I don't know. Good question. I mean, stream mods have a lot less power than Discord, so I don't mind keeping him mod. Do you have a Discord? I do. It's in description. Why is the Leo still here? Great question. Why do people say German mains are blind even though American mains are even more blind? I think just a lot of people in Grand RB in general are blind. I don't think tagging it to a nation anymore is very fair, so... Because I've met a lot of very bad players in pretty much every nation, and a lot of very good players in pretty much every nation, so... I bought a high-tier squadron jet to help me grind, but apparently it can't. Why? Did you not do any research first, bruh? Oh, well... Very smart. Do you have a radar? I've got a radar gun sight which lets you slave missiles, but... not very useful. This jet is pretty bad in sim, but... as far as air RB goes, it is very basic. Hello? Hi. Go back to playing Adopt Me on Roblox. I wouldn't take that sitting down if I were you, Leo. SMH my head. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna exist here. Phoenix? I know, yeah. Very smart F14 players as per usual. Literally everyone's just exploding. I'm gonna go over here. Just slide behind these two phantoms. those two. That's basically why I like this plane. It's very brainless to fly. You literally just slide in behind them and then fire a missile and then they just die. It's very, very fun to play. If you join for planes, I will stay for gambling. Very base. The gamblers are out in force today. Let's go. I do need to make some more SL to actually gamble with though, which kind of sucks, but I did not realize we were that close to the ground. This Mirage is looking sufficiently distracted. A little bit low, and I think I just mistimed it as well. But that's fine. I'm not really expecting gun kills with this thing because I'm quite bad at using the gun still. Oh, that's really been not good. I might hit the ground here. Nope. Okay, we're chilling. There's a couple phantoms who had radar missiles off of me there, so I just had to be a bit careful. We are alright. Where did you come from? Okay, we barely outpulled the R60. We might be kind of dead here. Nope, everyone behind the ML broke off. That's good. Man, why is it an MLD? Why can't it just be a lobotomized ML player? I just summoned the lobotomized ML player anyways. And I'm good. He's sliding out in front now, so we can stick this fight. I whiff my gunshot, you love to see it, and then we get Phantom. My entire team collapsed. There wasn't really much else I could have been doing there, but oh well. I tried. Should I get the F1 or F104J in Japan? Both are atrocious. Probably F104J, but it's really... Just stick with a T2 if you have to use a jet from that rank. Honestly, I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't bother, to be honest. Future of War Thunder is going to be what every Groundling Sidewinder video looks like? No. Game is not changing that much. They're just adding more missiles, basically. Unless they, like, properly change the game mode up, but I don't think they're planning on doing that, so I think we are just going to get Air RB, but with more agile missiles, essentially. And more scary missiles, but... It's not going to change as much as you think it will. But I love the full up tiers. Yeah, not... Matchmaker's not great today. Like the T2 currently don't like the drop on the gun in close range, but other than that it's decent. The Vulcan's really nice once you get used to it, but it just takes a minute to get used to, so... I was about to say the Vulcan is bad velocity. I don't think he means velocity, I'm pretty sure it's just like the way it's mounted, which is a little unusual, but... The velocity on the Vulcan is very nice, so... I'm highly scared. Woman. Crew. Where is the gambling? I need to fund the gambling first. It takes a minute. We don't have unlimited silver loins to gamble away, so... Missiles are using the PL5Bs, they're very nice. Say velocity, I mean the bullets drop down really fast, that is the velocity, my guy. How are there so few people? Great question. Or CC just asked for more SL. I already have asked for more SL, and they gave me more SL, and I immediately spent it on gambling, so... I gotta wait, I can't immediately ask for more, so... You versus the Russian army, you get nothing, are you going to win? No, shockingly enough. I don't think I can beat the entire Russian army in hand-to-hand combat. I don't think that's gonna that's gonna pan out, but in gym class you just sit beside two girls and there was just 1 meter between me and them. Dude, I would have just got out of there. That's terrifying. Women? Bruh. How much did you spend on gambling? Close to 6 million, I think. A lot. Maybe more, actually, but around that number, so... The Russian army fails to show up. He'll die to tank failures. True. If it was me versus an Su-57, I could easily beat the Su-57 because it would not even get off the ground. Lamau. Do you think Japan is a good nation to grind top tier to? If you're good at the game, yeah, I wouldn't do it as a first. I would say do one of the bigger nations as your first nation to top tier, but Japan's quite difficult to play because a lot of your planes are going to be flareless or just kind of bad in general, so you're going to have an interesting experience with it. I would have died of laughter if I got missiled there. Would have been sad, but also very comedic. Why can't orphans play baseball? Because they can't cross the home plate. Okay, that's good. I like that joke. That's way too close. Hit? No way. There we go. Finally landed a shot on his engine. All it took was like 50 rounds. Nothing too crazy. Gonna turn around for these guys, I think. I would like to stay away from the rest of that team a little bit. Okay, you're done. You got magicked. Alright. Come here, buddy. I subbed you when you were at 30k subs. I subbed me when I was at like 15. Quite incredible, I know. Oh, he's already dead. Yeah, that whole team just collapsed. Funny. Average ARB game. Wee. I don't think it really matters what we do at this point. We've just kind of won. Oh, actually. Can I get another kill? Maybe? Please? Does he know? He does not know. He was blind as anything. Anyway, I'm just gonna head back to base. Gun is almost out of ammo, so... Remember my first nation was Britain. I think it was fun. Britain's alright. Not amazing, but certainly not the worst, because France is in the game. Lol. Pretty new to the game, close to ARB 5.0 and USSR. Should I continue? Yeah. I wouldn't jump between nations too much unless you start with an objectively bad one, like Sweden or France. I would say just continue if you've started a major nation. Don't bother jumping around between them all. Every nation's going to have good and bad planes, so just pick the best ones from your nation and stick to them if you want. I play Sweden. Thank you for coming out. Isn't Sweden sort of good for ground? Yeah, fair, no. Sweden is really bad in air, and everyone... Well, all of the Sweden mains would like to have you believe it isn't, but... not a lot of good planes, unfortunately. Is China good? Yeah, China's pretty good. One of the best, I would say. Was USSR? Yeah, any major nations are fine to start with. Essentially, USA, Germany, USSR, Britain, or China, all great starts. Japan, I would say, do as a second nation, or if you're experienced at the game. And Stay away from Sweden and France unless you have already done a couple and you want the top tier jets. Israel's a pretty good second nation as well, but I probably wouldn't do it for your first one just because the props are kind of ass and it takes a bit to get there, so. Lim 5P is not great. Lim 5P is really good. What do you mean? It's one of the best jets for its battle rating, so. Ryanair said they would hire you. Would you take it? Hell yeah. I'd get a job for Ryanair. I'd have no idea what I would be doing as far as landing the plane goes, but I think I would fit right in, so. No flares. Yeah, you gotta play around that, but that's pretty much the only downside of the aircraft. As far as a 9.0 goes, it is very, very solid, so. F86K, it's bad. It's just really bad. It just doesn't pull for whatever reason. There we go. Looks like Leo finished the last guy off. I don't know if he got severe damage, but I'm just going to lob a missile at him anyways. Okay, now he's gone. Sweet. Easy games, easy games. If you ever wondered why orphans take selfies, they're taking family photo. Oh god. Are we just going to be doing orphan jokes the rest of the stream? Oh lord. Anyway. Gambling. Did Leo break the 2-kill curse? No idea. The game is mocking me now. It's the stupid helicopter again that I got last time. I mean, this shit. I don't want to look at it even. Makes me sick. Lost all my money on the toolbox? Same. I have less SL than GE now. I'm not spending my golden eagles on silver lions. If I need to pin a comment saying that, I will. Do a heli PvE match with it? No. When will you make a video on the H34? No. That last guy was under the wire. Probably TikTok then. I didn't even see his name, but unlucky. Spend your SL on Golden Eagles. So true. I had over 1 million SL. I had over 6 million SL. Now I have nothing. We love the gambling crates. Buy the BV238? No. You can spend SL to get the GE. He is clueless. No, there's no official way to do that. That is part of the joke. I got the furry tiger from the toolbox up to 2 mil SL. You are lucky, dude. I think Leo got the same thing, but I got a stupid helicopter and I didn't even get the coupon, so it's not tradable. Started playing the F104S TAF and so many people underestimate it and die immediately. It is quite solid if you do play it as a fighter. It certainly has its own very specific playstyle, but if you can make it work, it is decent. A lot of people just use it for base bombing, so nobody ever really expects a competent player in it, yeah. Similar to the A10, I guess, but... Gamble your income. It's not even legal in my state, lol. I did it such a 20 minutes. I swear I took 23. Oh well. That was fine. Make gambling legal? Nah. Didn't get the coupon, but I'm also still happy. Yeah, it's a pretty cool vehicle still. So quite unique and also usable. Helldivers 2 stream when? Never. There might have been a chance of a Helldivers stream, but the people... So, Helldivers is a pretty good game, actually, I will say. It isn't personally one that I would enjoy, like, playing myself, but I think as far as the game goes, it's, like, a very good game. But the problem is the fan base for it is just so annoying. I mean, a ton of them came from TikTok, and they're, like, 10 years old, but it's just so obnoxious, so I'm probably not ever going to play it just because of that. And there's a couple games like that, but where the fan base just gets so frustrating, you just don't even bother with it. And Helldivers is probably going to be one of those for me from now on, so yeah. Well, from a little while ago. I got the H34 from gambling? Yo, same, except I got the non-coupon version, so it's a random helicopter on my account now. Neat. That's gone for the other guy. Hey, buddy. This was not a good decision, I'm now realizing. That's not gone for me, right? No, I don't think it was. I hope not, at least. How did he... I was an R? Really? How did he even get there? That was the most confusing head-on of all time. I always hate it when, like, several people go into your team at the start, because I swear whenever that happens, I either just get team killed or miss someone completely and die anyways, but... Gamble when? Take a look at the Silver Lion count and go, do some thinking. Do GE gamble? There's no Golden Eagle crates, it's only Silver Lions, otherwise I probably would have by now, but... Jaguar IS is like 14 quid or something, should I buy it? No. It's not even worth your time. If you want a cheap marketplace vehicle, go for the Mirage 2000, because that one's actually decent, at least. Thinking is hard? Yeah, thank you. This guy gets me. Where do you live, Ayo? I live in Texas, but not saying anything more specific than that, so I don't get doxed or harassed or anything of the like. It's another full up tier, it's looking like. Well, probably not full up tier, it might just be 10, 7, 11, 7. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You know, when I get a full down tier and the best phantom in War Thunder, the FGR2. Ah, yes. The engines aren't awful, though, to be honest. First time I heard about Helldivers 2, I was like, and when I heard it's for democracy, I was like, hell yeah, thank you for being the prime example of why I find the fan base extremely annoying. It's the exact same thing as the A10 and the F111 fans. Literally just spam same two words over and over again, even though you don't realize that it wasn't funny after like the third time you said it. Should play it with me, to be honest. Maybe. But then that's also socialization, and I'm scared of that. I'm too shy. Ever heard of Blink-182? Yeah, I'm not a fan of their music personally, but... Are we going to do a Jet tier list? No. Tier list videos are kind of boring in my opinion, or at least I don't to make them kind of boring. As far as watching them, some of them are quite interesting, but... Not my thing personally. Blink-182 is one good song. I swear that's a lot of alt rock bands. They'll have like one decent song and then the rest will just be like, That's an F4 trying to track me from this distance. Phoenix spam incoming? Yeah. Well, there's only going to be 4 F14s max, which is good. I think, right? Oh yeah, there's a Chinese F4A, it is. 10-7, 11-7. Do a stream with your old mic? I could, it's just the problem is the background noise would be quite bad, so. Do you know when or if they will add the Eurofighter? I have got no clue. Literally nobody has any idea when Gaijin will add it. Just, there's no point in asking because nobody's going to be able to give you a correct answer. So, just sit tight, honestly. Yeah, there's a lot of excesses, actually. Why are they all taking the head on as well? Gotta make sure I don't get 180, then do a 180 on all of them. Where do you spawn from? I swear they're just fucking appearing out of nowhere. I mean, they are just excesses, so they're probably all, or most of them will die, I bet, but either way, it's still kind of annoying. I'm just gonna get behind these guys, I think. Don't think he's gonna be paying attention to what's behind him. Bruh. Does that mean... No, that's the good one, isn't it? The SA means we got the more rewards? I don't even know, to be honest. I think that means we got the 80% and not the 40%, which is good. Yeah, I think that team's gonna crumble in a moment here. That should be a kill. I don't think he's gonna be paying attention. Yep. No way in hell I'm dying for 9M. Actually, you have Moors. I'm never going to get a launch up on you. He's probably going to try to 180 us and then spam another 9M off, but that's fine. Can probably flare it. No, never mind. He's not going for us. This guy's got little leaf blowers for engines, so he's probably going to flare this quite easy. Unless he doesn't even realize the missile's been fired. No, literally one flares it as it's next to his engine. Alright, took a couple of rounds there. That's got to be like at least 6 or 7 rounds to actually bring him down. This gun is amazing, no doubt about it. How have both teams collapsed? Okay, that's a bit annoying because I'm actually going to need a try here in this endgame. Have to go to sleep? Alright, good night. Have a good sleep. These guys might just be on the runway. I might go for guns on this F5 as well as help out this tornado and then... Getting an RWR launch, which is unusual. I kind of want to... Yep, okay. I should have rearmed, I'm starting to think. Oh, it's an F-14. I 100% should have rearmed. Alright then. How slow are you? You're not even going slow. Right. That's the F5E, probably. Yeah. Well, this is horrible. The tornado just left me to 2v1, so that's neat. At least the F5 is slow. I feel like the Phantoms, or the F-14 is just going to outrun us, though. I don't even think I have the ammo to kill both these guys, so we might just be dead here. Please just rearm. Please return to base. Return to base. Please. Please just RTB. Please. You're not catching me. Just go, turn back, turn around. He's going for AI. That's good enough. Yeah, very useful team, woohoo. No, he's still chasing, great. So it looks like the tornado is running to airfield. He's got an F4S behind him. The F14 is chasing the tornado as well as running away from me, and then I have an F5 chasing me. So it's probably just going to turn into a... I was going to say 2v4, but it looks like the Phantom is breaking off. If I go for this guy... I gotta see if the F14 is going to try to break off. Yep, he's going to go for me, so I can't. I'm just going to let that Phantom do his thing because I can't 3v1. I'm going to die so quickly if I try that. Okay, the Phantom's just returning to base. That's good, actually. I can try 2v1ing here. I mean, if the F14 wants to give me position, I can maybe pull it off. Okay, thank God he's bad at the game. No, I can do this now. Alright. Didn't think he would actually hit the pre-fire. I thought he was going to be aiming a little too far to one direction. Alright. Yeah, our flight model's crippled now. We're done for. That sucks. Tornado kind of threw that, yeah. Oh, well, I tried, but that's gonna be game. Wait, hold on. Are we able to make it to that airfield? There's no way. Okay. See if I can make him crash. Oh well. 2v1 no missiles isn't smart. I didn't have another choice. Because if I just ran to airfield there, one of them would have climbed and they just dunked on both me and teammate. The only thing I really could have done is just... Because, like, I either had to, like, run just, like, in the general vicinity of the airfield, but keep them away from my teammate in the tornado for long enough until he could have got back to be able to kill one. But then I've also had it happen where they've just missiled me instead because they haven't locked up the right person. So there wasn't much else I realistically could have done aside from bait them away from teammate, wait until teammate got back, and then ran around to the airfield and then essentially just had to camp airfield until they either fuck off or the teammate killed them. But either way, I couldn't have outran the Tomcats. I maybe could have tried to outrun the F5, but he was gaining on me so quickly that I don't think I would have been able to. I think my only play there was to... I probably could have tried to air brake and reverse, but even then I still don't think it would have worked because I would have just been low on energy and he would have just started vertical looping me and I would have died there anyways, so... Yeah, I don't know. I should have... When he pre-fired that shot there, I should have tried to air brake and pull away to get them to slow down doing that, but... I didn't really have the fuel to keep extending away from both of them, and I needed to get the Tomcat out of there, and by doing that, I just sacrificed all the position to the F5, so it was... Yeah, I couldn't have really done much else in that situation. I don't think, so... I maybe could have just, like, RTB'd earlier, but... That probably would have been smart, because then teammate in the tornado would have brought them to me, as I would have rearmed, and then been able to engage in a 2v1 with missiles, and then bought the tornado enough time to repair, or he could re-engage or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know, I tried my best. Still an ace though, so I mean, I can't complain too much. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Opinions on Key 200? It's not bad, not amazing. It's just sort of existing at its VR. It'll out-dogfight pretty much anything in its own battle rating range, but it's also kind of slow and very weird to play because of the low fuel. Me when I choke a full down tier on the best tandem in War Thunder. Hell. Did you know the F4 junk is the same RWR as the F4C? I did know that, and it's an incredibly funny fact. Oh, the F4 junk is so bad. Except the ME163, yeah. I'm at school, but I'm still gonna watch this skill issue. The chat never fails to entertain me. Oh, the hell is that a skill issue? Just don't go to school, obviously, bro. Become a fucking... I was gonna say tradie, but that's mainly Australia. I don't know what you've got overseas, but... I'm new. How do you free look? Go to controls, common, and then mouse look activation. Find that to a key. I have it on alt, and then I just hold alt, and then I can look around with my mouse. I would say look up Deffin's video on controls, because he shows you really well how you can maneuver your plane as well while you're free looking, like so you're able to keep tabs on people in a dogfight and still be able to like do defensive maneuvers. It's extremely, extremely useful. If you haven't done it in general, I would highly recommend you have a look at that, because it's extremely good to know how you do, especially at top tier, where you need to be looking around a lot, so... You had the power of China with you. You should have given the F5 negative social credit. So true, and he would have just exploded by the sheer power of Xi Jinping. Man, I should have done that. That would have been nasty. What a maneuver. But it almost would have been too free, you know? So, like, is it really justified? That poor Mirage just got smited. I should have launched a bit earlier there, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Set up my own controls mostly, yeah. I just copied Deffin's, but as long as you're able, as long as you have access to all the controls, it doesn't really matter. Yep, most predictable shit ever. MiG-21 Biss about to take the head on? Surely he won't fire an R60 MK. No. I think there's someone else over there, but I can't properly see them with the sun. That's not gonna pull. That was a pretty shit launch. There was someone over there, but I couldn't see them, so... Yeah, yeah, I couldn't have really done much else there. They were unspotted, so... Yay, let's go. Shame we have all the silver lions in the world to crew it. Not. I'm gonna research Q5L, because it's a good cast plane. Why are you afterburning the whole time? Because you lose so much thrust from not afterburning. It's better off to just bring the extra fuel. You're a little bit heavier, but then you just permanently have the higher thrust output, which is really what you need in high tier jets. What is your most searched thing on Google? Probably the Terraria wiki, to be completely honest, back when I was a lot younger. Good times. When I hold alt, it stops a WEP, though. I've got no idea. You probably have a control overlap somewhere. I know just free look should be bound to another key by default. You could always just use that if you want to, or just entirely reset your basic keybinds. Try the IKV-72 someday? I have no idea what that even is. Oh, is that the one with the heat round or at the really low BR? Or is that... No, that's something else. That was a 1.7. Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm never playing that in my life. How to do tax evasion? No, I know exactly how to... I didn't even have to look it up. I know how to do that. What plane do you think is better in general in 10.3 to 11.3? What do you mean better? Better than what? Is there a reason you selected armored target for your 30 mil cannon? There is. Essentially, the air belt on the, what guns does this thing have? The NR30s, I think they are. They're a copy of, but essentially the air belts on this gun specifically just do nothing for whatever reason. Like, they'll hit the surface of the plane and they'll just, like, the fragments do almost no damage relative to the actual caliber of the gun. So it just won't kill, it won't kill engine or whatever. Versus the APHE, if you manage to hit the fuselage, a lot of the times they will go through and then explode, which will deal damage to the wings and stuff, and just deal more damage in general than the HE belts. And if you hit engines, it will pretty much just consistently give you severe damage by doing that. So I run ground belts for this cannon specifically just because it is better than air targets, but in general, this cannon is just quite bad, so it doesn't really matter what belts you have, you're not going to be doing very much. You'll need to get a lot of shots on target, but like in the shot on the F-14 that I got earlier, the reason why it killed him so quickly was because I managed to, I'm pretty sure I hit a fuel tank or one of his engines, and that gave us severe damage pretty much instantly and crippled his airframe to the point where he couldn't fight back. If I had an HE belt there, I probably would have had to dump a lot more ammo into him, which is why I run the armored targets, but it doesn't work the same for every gun, and it'll vary depending on the fragments and the... give me a moment to... yeah. It depends on the fragments and the explosive mass and all of that, but... you can hit the ground. Oh, he'd already got hit. Makes sense. Bait him into the shot. He's probably going to be watching us, but that's fine. Nope. Never mind. Oh, I got one flood. Sad. These missiles are the most bipolar thing ever. Hey, random F-14B. Hola. Give me your 6. No, he got burner. He's somewhat smart. I'm not going to fire there. I need to gain some more speed here, actually. Is that a magic? I don't know how I fled that. I think someone's running a generator right outside my house. That's amazing. I really liked your ground RB video. Is it possible to do more ground RB? I have another video in the works. It has been in the works for like 6 months now. And it's gonna be the longest video on my channel ever. Like, I'm working on projects that just take so fucking long to make them, so... oh, God. But it'll be there eventually. What are they generating? Cobblestone. It's a cobblestone generator. Sue the city for hearing loss? True. What do you think is the best top tier jet right now? I could not give two shits because top tier sucks balls, so... did the F-14 go this way? I don't think he is on the airfield if he did. Herbert, 1996. How old is this guy then? He is... am I retarded? I think I am. 28. You paying attention? No. Sorry, Herbert. What is the best prop? Battle rating for battle rating, the 109G6, and what was my favorite? Just in general, probably the P-51H. Maybe the Mark 24, but I think the P-51 edges it out barely. He was out of flares. No, because he was flaring earlier. He wouldn't have schizo flared if he was out, or almost out at least. He was just pulling in for the tornado, I think. He wasn't looking at me at the time. About the Mark 24 at 6.7. It'll be good, but it won't be broken because, as I said, the P-51H is still a lot better than it. So, in my opinion, at least. Ooh, I don't know where this F-14's gone. He was over here before, but he might have left. There's like 2 left, and I don't know what either of them are up to. I guess we just sort of vibe until one appears. I could pop a blind hunt, but I'm also too lazy for that. I got diagnosed with autism yesterday. Join the club. Join the club. The fact that AMX isn't going to 10.7 is total BS. Dude, I love... actual peak fucking Gaijin changes. So they go through the change log. They make a list of incredibly bad changes. And then they add one good one, which is the AMX going up. And they gotta do revisions. So what do? They keep all the dog shit ones. And then they undo the good one. So the only positive of the balance changes now just, no, we can't have that. So there we go, that airfield camping too long. That's game. So yeah, that's pretty funny. Also in their comments thing, they essentially just said, actually I can gamble. In that comments thing, they said, no, we can't move the F-104 up because it'll make it ineffective. No, it won't. It won't. The F-104 will be perfectly fine at 9.7, sorry. It does not need to be at 9.3. It is absolutely stomping right now at 9.3. It should not be at its battle rating, but Gaijin is just too incompetent to see that, apparently. So, yeah, kind of unlucky. But what are you gonna do, aside from complain on the forums? This is the 4th J7 thing on your channel, 3 streams and 1 video, indeed. I mean, I gotta grind through China somehow, so this is gonna be the easiest way. We are ranked 7 though, which is good, so we don't have too much left to go. Did you know Avenged is the same thing as Blind Hunt? I know. I usually don't use either though, just because I can't be bothered. There's someone who used periodic on the XS. Very smart. You're my favorite YouTuber, thank you. Should do no missile? No. I just want to grind through China, I don't want to do stupid challenges. I'm not mentally lobotomized, so no thank you. I just saw red. Another sunset map, another full up tier. It's great. We are balling out so hard. Is his name Kombucha Nuts in Me? Okay, that's actually a good name. That is funny. Why did that get me? Why? Why do I find that funny? I want to get someone with that now. Whenever someone says kombucha, I'm just going to say kombucha nothing me. That's going to be peak funny. Did you know that you can use Commander Sight to kill people in ground battles? I did know that, yes. There was a dude in my game named Adolf Rizzler. Bruh. It's so cursed. Are you addicted to the J7? No, I literally just said I want to grind out China. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand. This is what I do to get through tech trees. Like, just take one plane and just spam the living shit out of it for a couple days. Like, it's the same thing that I did with the tram, same thing that I did with the XS. Like, this is nothing new with the J7s. I did not think that would go for the sun. Bruh. It's literally behind a mountain and still gives off more heat signature. That is wild. I know, but this is the 4th stream video. As I said, I just need to grind China. Like, there's nothing out of the ordinary. sticking so hard? Interesting spotting, but okay. Go. That one almost didn't want to flare. Didn't quite see him there because my fat plane was blocking the way. Why would you pull up into that? Just give me the easiest shot of my life. Yeah. There we go. That's why you're on the AP bolt as well. One clean shot to the engine will give you severe damage and will mostly kill. Which is always nice. See if he's paying attention. No. Where did you come from? I swear you were not there before. And yeah, you would have killed me anyways, the flat spinning guy. That sucks. Because there were two MLs next to me, right? That was the one that I was starting to reverse, and then the one who I went up vertical for. And then I missiled one of them down there, and one of them up there, and then a third one just spawned in behind me. Wild. Unless there was just some third one who was up high or unspotted somewhere. Should MiG-23 ML go up to 11.7? I think the MLD would be fine going up to 11.7 personally. I think the MLA are fine at 11.3. Let's see if he's paying attention. Yeah, I know, extremely poor timing on that, but yeah. Should I get a HOTAS for ARB? No, just get a keyboard and mouse. It's much better. China video? No. I'm just playing it on stream, so I didn't make a video on it. As I said, I'm literally just grinding through the nation. There's nothing out of the ordinary, but... MLD to 11.7 with R73, dear god, no. I would actually, at 12, I think at 12.3, MLD with the R77s and R73s would be very funny. Oh, sorry, R27s. Oh. I am your biological father, but I keep denying the evidence. I mean, you would be like 3 then, so that would be the average age of a freezed viewer, but... Kafir 7 or Kurnas 3000? I would say Kurnas just because the Kafir has a problem with ripping its wings. The canards make it pull way too much at high speed and it just immediately tears its wings and it's very annoying, but... Why is bro getting angry? I'm not getting angry, I'm just saying I've answered your question 3 times now, so nothing is out of the... It's literally just average gameplay. How was the grind? Not too bad. Getting there. No silver loins, shockingly enough, but... Wonder where they all went. Why are you grinding China? Because I want to do every nation, so... Also, J8F is very comedic. What would you rate China out of 10 for aviation? I'd give it like a solid 9, I think. There could be better options as far as the early aircraft go, but as far as jets and high tier, it's a very solid nation. Should the Kafir canard be 10.3 but with no... No, you can't drop the Kafir canard any lower. It's already like... It already has the second best flight performance at its battle rating. And the plane which does have the best flight performance should have been at 11.0 and it was at 11.0 for a very long time. I don't think he's going to be expecting that because people don't usually look down. Yep. I could have fired that well earlier actually. I forgot it's at altitude. I don't know if that's heading for me. Okay, that was an IR missile going for me. I'm glad I fled there. I don't know who fired that then. I don't know who I just yoinked severe damage from, but I am very sorry. I thought you would have already got it by then, but guess not. Lamau, funny Gaijin. Hit. That's neat. I think we barely snagged his tail control, not tail control, elevator. That would make sense. Why are you just flying straight? You okay, buddy? You doing good? How's your day going? I would not... Okay. I'm gonna say I would not recommend turning right into me, but he was somewhat smart. That's good. You love to see the F4S players getting a bit smarter. Okay, immediately re-engaging that was not very smart. I take that back. Missile. Wham. Kablooey. Nice. Kill stealer. Grr. True. I mean, I usually try not to kill steal, but severe damage has made it very difficult to know who is and who isn't severe damaged, and Gaijin doesn't want to make a mechanic to show you whether they are or not, because apparently they think that it's going to make kill stealing worse, when in reality I think it won't, because I don't think people are going to target those who are severely damaged. I think it's just going to make it so that if somebody is severe damaged, they won't target them more than anything else, but they know they're going to get like fuck all rewards for it, but I don't know. Whatever, Gaijin does what they please, and what they please right now is a little bit retarded, so... That was a 4K, bit of a sleeper game. A little bit boring, but we got there. Last question, Shahak or Nesha? Neither. Both suck a dick because of no flares. Which kind of sucks, but oh well. There is a 10.3 Kafir possible that has no canards nor flares. Oh god. Do you use mouse and keyboard? I do indeed, yes. Alright, gambling time. We feeling lucky, chat? Why is getting up here at rank 3 so hard? Because you're bad at the game. And or have not spent money. Yeah, 25k, not bad. More gambling funds, you'll have to see it. F4s suck. Not really, just the players suck. I'm out here stealing your kills, SMH. Should I get a HOTAS for DCS? I don't know, I've never played DCS. Are there any tips on how to get through low rank China Air fast? Play realistic battles, spend money, be good at the game. Those are your 3 tips. You're welcome. True 1,000 hours. What do you mean true 1,000 hours? I haven't even made a regular 1,000 hours. Can you ask the snail for our souls back, please? This guy should have been taking your shoes? Oh no, that's terrifying. Opinion on JF17? The fuck is that? Oh, that thing, yeah. I want to be Eurofighter. What do you mean? That looks more like it. That looks like an F-16 knockoff. Yeah, I'd have that in game actually. That looks kind of funny. I do want the Fuck 1. That would go hard, I think. Oh, the 1,000 hour April Fools. Yeah, I forgot about that. I should probably unlist that soon, actually. Yeah, because it is past. It's well past April Fools. So, Is this a continuation of the last stream? No, I just couldn't be bothered to make a new thumbnail. I mean, I guess it technically is, but you know. Also, your stream delay? I don't fucking know. I'm not telling you either. I don't want you to stream snipe. No way, Leo imposter? Wild. Tips for rank 5. I don't know why you guys just think that I have... There's not going to be just some random piece of advice that's going to make you play really well. It's literally just down to time played. As long as you're making a conscious effort to improve every time you die in each game, you're going to get better at the game. If you don't do that, then you won't. That's all there is to it, essentially. And as far as grinding goes, it's just spend money and get better at the game, which leads back to tip number 1. Make a conscious effort to get better at the game. Wow. Tips of Minecraft? I don't fucking know. I'm washed as hell. I played back in like 2016 on the Xbox 360, mate. I'm beyond bad at the game now. Actually, I did play some Hypixel on the old laptop, actually, with friends. That was very fun. Good times, good times. We need 8v8 with Fox 3s, yeah. I mean, I'm probably not going to play Fox 3s much anyways, but it would be a very Gaijin-ish moment to not add 16v, or to not add 8v8 with it, but I honestly, can we just get like an 8v8 and a 16v16 cube at this point? If you're not going to give us EC back, just do that. And also remove EC maps from regular games while you're at it. Bam, keyboard drop. Oh. Man, I'm so bad with these guns. And we... Bye. Back when laptops could tank any game and say, this is nothing. Yeah, I know. Games have become a lot more visually... Fuck off. Oh, that's amazing. That is delightful. At least the random guy got credit, so I'm not gonna have to get crew locked for ages. But yeah, fun. This is a joke, right? Alright, then we're just gonna be sitting here for a little bit. Because apparently Gaijin doesn't want me to play the game right now, so we're not gonna play the game right now. We're gonna sit here and wait for that to happen. How do I get better at YouTube? You don't. Don't be a YouTuber, it's not worth it, trust me. How do you grind so much? You just play the game a lot and spend money. Do some ground in the meantime? No, I'm too lazy for that. Would you play Enlisted? No, I've already tried it and I didn't enjoy it at all. It's not a game that I want to play, so... Do you play a lot? No, I just have 5 trees done because why not? Why is it not worth to be a YouTuber? It just becomes a job essentially. The problem is you only have like there's only so many good ideas that you can make. There's only so many things which you can do that the algorithm is going to like essentially. If you make a video, a lot of the times when you get good enough at making YouTube videos, you'll be able to tell whether it'll do well or not before you even release it. And it is one of the worst feelings ever to have a video which you know won't do well, but you enjoyed making, you release it, and it still does awfully anyways. Essentially, it becomes so punishing on your mental after a little bit of making content, so... It becomes a bit of a chore after a while, that's a good way to put it. You have to make certain videos, otherwise you get paid in biscuits? Yeah, pretty much. That's a great way to put it. I know what videos to make if I want them to do well, but I also don't really want to make them because it's just boring as shit, to be honest, so... Me, when I make content on something I think won't do well and it gets 100k plus views, yeah. Occasionally you get the gems like that, but... It is not super common, unfortunately. You could just spam out videos like, honestly, just making constant videos like, Justin Plays, just taking him as an example, is probably a much better and more sustainable way than making like one video every couple of weeks or every month or whatever. But then the only problem with that is that sponsors won't pay you nearly as much because your videos don't have as much reach on average. So... YouTube content making probably gets easier when you blow up, though. No, it's the other way around. You feel a lot more pressure to actually succeed and do well. Because if you make a video when you have, like, 20 subscribers and it gets, like, 10 views, it's like, oh, well, that's not good, but, like, at the same time, you weren't expecting anything. Now when you have 30k subscribers and you get like on average 150k views a video, if you get a video which goes below 150k views, even if it goes above your subscriber count, you're not going to feel great. Because YouTube Studio has this cool little feature where it gives you a system that ranks your videos based on 1 through 10. And getting like a 8 or 10 out of 10 is just awful. It's just the worst feeling in the world, but it really chips down on your mental health after a little while, which is not good, so I'm annoyed because I want to start making one video a week, but I can only do so after my thesis, which is only done in a month. Good luck on that as well, by the way. That does not sound very fun to do, so... Of course I get names in the game that I die in, yeah. Because I wasn't there to kill them all, so they were able to go to you instead. You're welcome. If you're worried about mental health, why do you play War Thunder? Okay, so for everyone in chat who goes, oh, this game is only pain and suffering, I really don't enjoy playing this game, stop playing it. What's stopping you? Your brain? Weak? Stop playing it. Like, I'm not saying this is a joke. If you genuinely... It's a video game. If you genuinely do not enjoy playing it, don't play it. The only reason I sit here not enjoying playing it, still playing it anyways, is because I make money off of it. It has become my job, and it's a pretty good job as far as what jobs go, so... If you don't enjoy playing it, just don't, honestly. Like, I play other video games for enjoyment that is not this because I don't enjoy playing this in my free time. So, genuinely, if you don't like playing War Thunder, just leave. You should do an interactive podcast. Isn't that just a stream, but with extra steps? War Thunder isn't the only game in the world? Yeah, exactly. People forget we get money for playing War Thunder? Yeah. It's not a hobby anymore, it's an income source? Yeah, exactly. I think for a lot of channels it becomes an income source, so... How much you make? I'm not giving an exact number for obvious reasons, but it is substantially more than I was making at my part-time job. Well, not really part-time job. Well, I guess it was technically, but I was working when I was doing 40 hours a week at a restaurant back in Australia, I'm making more than double what I was back then monthly. So if you make a lot, well, I'm making like enough to consider it a job, but not enough for it to be like, I don't have to take a career anymore, like I'm set for life, essentially. So in that range, if you get the idea. Sad to see streamers play games they hate. I've seen this with Tarkov and War Thunder. Yeah. There's a Clash Royale as well as another one that I can say. But essentially, the game was good at a certain point and has been good for a while, but it's when the development teams just start looking for money over actual balancing. Well, Tarkov is a bit of a unique case just because of the hacking issue I've heard, but yeah, it's not really great. Only War Thunder CC set for life is Fly Daily. I don't mean set for life as in you have all the money you can ever need. I mean set for life as in you don't need to pursue another career. Like, I'm still doing an engineering degree because I'm not stupid enough to think that I'm going to get away with this for the rest of my life. Like, I know that the War Thunder content creation is going to be limited, so I want to have another degree. I want to have a backup option to do after it. So, and I don't think sticking with this for like the rest of my life is going to be a good idea. So. Are you live on Twitch? No, I don't like Twitch as a platform personally. I got the VFM from a chest. Nice. Is it coupon or just credited to your account? That's actually a really good drop at one of the better ones, I think. Favorite jet IRL, the Mirage 2000, easily. Some of the Tiger Meat skins is gorgeous on the Mirage 2000. I love them so much. I think college is a bit of a scam in the US these days. It depends. I mean, I recently got accepted. I've been looking to transfer somewhere else in the United States because my education got a bit fucked up when I moved from Australia to the States. But essentially, when I got to the States, none of my credentials or anything from Australia transferred over. So now that I've gotten to America, I had to start at a very low-end school to be able to work my way up. But so my GPA wasn't really evaluated correctly from high school, and I've had to apply as a transfer student because of that, which is very annoying. But now that I've been able to transfer into a better school, I got a decent SAT. I got a 1360 on the SAT, which is quite bad, to be honest. I didn't study for it. I wasn't in the United States education system before I took the test. And even with that, like, I've been able to get a pretty good scholarship for the place that I transferred to, which cuts down tuition by a very large amount. So, like, as long as you're able to get to a fairly cheap school, or you're able to get something like that, I think it is worth it. But by all means, you should evaluate every option you have, because you're choosing your career for the rest of your life. Like, it's got to be something you think about. It can't just be something that you just like throw a random lucky wheel at. So you got to think very carefully before you make that choice. Yeah, he's just gonna do the F5 thing where he just goes up and over. Did I really just get team killed? No. Where the hell was he then? Oh, he was just up. Okay. That figures. What state are you transferring to? Still Texas, just another school. I heard immigration from US to Australia, from Australia to the US is terrible. Not really. Oh wait, boosters ran out. I get to use some of the other ones. I'll use a 50%, why not? Not really, I've had a decent experience with it. But then I'm also under my parents currently for it still, so. How's it going? Not too bad. What do you think about the JS39? The Griffin's boring to play, really. That's it. Like, you have brain-dead flight performance, brain-dead missiles, ton of flares, so you can just set to periodic. I know I have a booster. Fuck it, I'll play it out, why not? It is an EC map, so not great. In-state tuition? Yeah, exactly. We ball. Do you have a HOTAS? I do, but I don't use it very often. So. What phone do you have? I've got no fucking idea. iPhone 14 Plus. There you go. Begging and crying from this EC. So true. Me went EC map. Can I help you with you have a blue screen? I can't do anything about that. I'm not a technician, dude. You gonna take up an engineering job for planes for military use in the future? Probably, well, I don't know. I'm just doing a mechanical engineering degree for now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do beyond that, and I really don't care. As long as it pays well, and I'm happy with it, then I'm gonna take it, to be honest. I don't necessarily want to go into military or whatever. It's just, yeah. Is there a piece of tech that you specifically remember and think fondly of? There's a lot of them, actually. We have the Nintendo Wii was the first console that we ever got in the house, and I have a ton of really good memories. Xbox 360 was the second one, and I would play Minecraft all the time with that with my sister. It was a ton of fun. Xbox One I had back in middle school, in high school. I had friends who I would play with on the Xbox One pretty much every day, and it was really, really fun. Great memories, good times. I think that's about it as far as, like, the actual pieces of tech. I could probably think a little bit deeper and give you a couple more, but not sure off the top of my head. Rock Band on the Wii. Okay, so do any of you know the game Go Vacation? There's going to be, like, maybe one or two of you who has ever heard of it in chat, but I played that so much when I was younger. It's such a fun game, honestly. Because more of like a sandbox game, and you get like a ton of modes of transport to explore. And there's like different map areas, and you just go to them and then fuck around and do whatever. So me and my sister would just end up like on tubes in the snow for ages on the Wii. It was great. I know that. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not going schizo. Let's go. Go Vacation the Goat. So true. It's such a banger game. I got the port of it on the Nintendo Switch actually when they brought it out, and me and my sister played it a bit, and it was a lot of fun. We like Minecraft? No, not at all. It was much more. It's entirely different to Minecraft, but a very fun game in its own regard. I wonder if I can bait an ER here. No. Just gonna steal your kill. Well, just kidding. You would have got severe damage for that. Alright, somewhat smart, pulling back. I don't know if that's actually him taking steps against leading it. No, that's literally just him seeing another target and going for them instead. Never mind, I take back what I said about the smart thing. Yeah, phantom moment. How do we flare that with burner? I presume that was a 9L. Nice. Good stuff, Mr. J7 Eggplant. Hello, Mr. MiG-29. I'm here to contact you about your plane's extended warranty. I thought he was about to team kill me with that for a second. I was going to be very pissed. He did not. Whoa, what was that lead? Dude, I'm washed. I'm so fucking washed. Holy shit. I should not have missed that shot in a million years. Oh my god. That was the single easiest. Literally all I had to do was push the button like a second earlier and it would have been fine, but... Oh no. Have you watched Breaking Bad? No. Well, I watched like the first... I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched the first 3 seasons, I want to say. Then I just never, like, engaged with it. Like, I just never... I never found it, like, enjoyable enough to where I went, like, I want to keep watching this. Like, it just never really happened. Ooh, child. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. You're about to get a PL5B shoved up your ass. It's going to be very amusing for me. I tried to radar slave this. Oh no, whatever will I do? A prop. Quickly, take the head on.
We're ahead of the enemy.
How am I getting a better dogfight with this prop than with anyone else on the enemy team? How is this guy able to put up a better fight than any of them? Anyways, this is that PL5B that I promised earlier. Bye. Genuinely, the prop lasted longer than a majority of his teammates in Phantoms. That is very funny. Ever planning to do a custom with viewers? Nah, probably not. I was thinking of that a while ago, but I don't think it's something that I'm ever gonna do, so... It's actually a decent game on an EC map, no way. What nation is this? China. Been looking at 986 Boxsters. I shouldn't buy one, but I want one. I have no idea what that is. I'm presuming a car, maybe. It's China, wow. What game is this? It's Minecraft. It's modded Minecraft. Does car go vroom? Aha, I thought so. Look at me go. Wow, I'm amazing. Me when I can recognize car. The Porsche but cheap? Oh, okay. That sounds neat, actually. Can I marry your frog? I mean, I had a tree frog that I kept as a quote-unquote pet in Australia, but I think he's dead now, so if you want to. Where's the airfield? Am I blind?
We're ahead of the enemy.
Oh, it's over here. Oh, I am blind. Which of your 2 feet is your favorite? That's a great question. Probably my right foot. If you had to lose your finger, which one would it be? My left hand ring finger. Do you like your milk with or without sugar? Without. Chocolate milk is kind of nasty. Well, I mean, I don't really like any sort of milk, to be honest, by itself, but... Yeah, brother, I'm getting married. There we go, that took like a month and a half. Yo, I can do that too, no way. Yo, friendos. We do a minor amount of tomfoolery. That is loud. Did the stream audio die? Ooh, more gambling funds. Let's go. So close to 2 gambling crates. I'm going to open one and we'll see if we get silver lines. Do you like the MiG-23 in terms of looks? No. I don't like a lot of the Soviet designs, and the MiG-23 is no exception, to be honest. I think it looks kind of dumb. Alright, we got silver lines from the first one, which allows us to get a second one, which is going to give us a vehicle. You ready, chat? Watch this. No. I bought crates for RP boosters, but got scammed. Sad. What are they doing outside my house? I just heard what sounded like an industrial drill just start. I only got SL wages and the A7K instead. You got scammed. SMH. Why is it always Operation Vietnam? No. Gaijin, stop. What do you think about the Griffin? I answered you like 10-15 minutes ago. Shut up. I'm outside your house? Really? You look a lot more Central American than I thought you were gonna. Should I skip the F-14A and just go right for the B? Play the A while grinding for the B. The A is quite fun as well, to be honest. I didn't really mind the A. What freezer do you have? That's a good question. I know it's made by Samsung, but I don't actually know what freezer it is specifically. Coke or Pepsi or Crush Orange Soda. None of them sponsor me, so I'm gonna say none of them. Lamau. What PC are you playing on? One that I built myself, because I am smart. Mr. Smart Engineering student over here. What are the specs of your PC? 4080 Super, Founders Edition, Ryzen 9 7950X, 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and I have like 6.5 terabytes of storage, something like that. What was the worst stock grind for the USA? I didn't really play too much US, but from what I remember, the F4J was one of the worst, from what I know. I would still not bomb in it, but it's pretty bad. It's later, I'm gonna go sleep. Alright, good night. Do you like your water vegan? I didn't know veganism went that far. Honestly, I've got no idea. Pretty sure it is vegan, right? Because it doesn't come from an animal. I mean, aside from your mother. You get it? Because... Never mind, actually. What is your best German fighter jet? I have literally done the entire tree, and I said that in a previous video. I say F-16. F-16 was fine, to be honest. F-16 stock... Bleh. I need a drink. Give me a moment. F-16 stock grind was chill. Started drinking diet water today. Yeah, same. What's wrong with this chat? I'm just an online babysitter and the majority of them are below 13. That's what's wrong with them, unfortunately. Is your oven green? No, it's like silver. It's a very boring color now that I think about it. Hold that. Alright. Uno Mirage destroyed. And then this is a horrible idea. Actually, I shouldn't go up. And he left anyways. Alright, one of those is probably for me. I'm just going to get down either way. Oh, look at that. There's little tanks firing. I never even noticed that on EC maps. Probably because I just never play them, but... there's actually a lot of enemies nearby. Just kind of bad. Oh, once again, wash with the guns. Wow, very neat. Just gonna start heading this way because we outrun the Harrier. If he, fuck, of course he fires a 9M. Man, that just did not want to drop lock, did it? Holy shit. Really? Ugh. Oh well. Are you still awake? My guy, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Do you know when the BR changes will be implemented? Given that this is the second round, it depends if they're happy with this round or not. If they are, it'll probably be a couple of days, I think. It's gonna be like a week at most, I think. So if you want to play one of the aircraft in the 7773 battle rating ranges before it gets ruined, play now. Oh, which premium would you recommend to grind USSR? Depends where you are on the game and how much money you have and what you want to get out of it and some of other stuff. I started playing this a week ago. Should I stop? Yes. I don't want to be able to change it. I want to get the Fox before it moves up. It's going to be fine at 7.7, don't worry. SU-57 or F-22? I'm going to choose the F-22 considering it can actually get off the ground. Wow. SU-27 is just a coping mechanism created by the Russian government to pretend that they're a modern nation. Is your bed white? No, the frame is wood and the sheets are like a grey color. I'm just waiting for like a pickup line after that. No pickup line? Sad. Tunnel run for £5? Nah, I'm too lazy. Please say wow. There you go. I like plain, same. Me when plain. Wow. Opinion on a red velvet cake? I don't like it. I don't like a lot of types of cake. Do you like your oxygen still or sparkling? I mean, I'm not wealthy, so I personally prefer still oxygen. I'm not a soccer mom in her 40s, so I drink still oxygen. Unironically, I actually hate sparkling water, like, a lot. They just never put the correct amount of carbonation in it. Like, it's either flat and just sort of, like, it, like, alters the taste a little bit, and it just tastes really weird. Which means that even when it's flat, it still just tastes different to normal water, and is not nice. Like any other sparkling drink, sure. Sparkling water, no. And the flavored ones are weird, like the fucking, trying to think of what they're called. Not Spindrift. Well, I mean, Spindrift is one of the brands, but LaCroix, that's the really shitty one that all the rich people like. I swear, like, LaCroix, if you get, like, a strawberry flavored one, it's like produced in the same factory as a single strawberry dangling from the roof, and that's how they get the flavoring for it. Like, it's literally just like sparkling water with like a placebo on top of it, I swear. Either way, I don't like sparkling water. I don't like it at all. So you don't like water with ADHD? Isn't that just like caffeinated water? Is premium worth it? It depends on a lot of things. It depends on how much money you want to spend. How long are you going to spend it on? Do you have a premium jet? Do you not have a premium jet? Do you care about a premium jet? How much money are you willing to spend? How long are you going to play the game for? What rank are you in? Etc, etc. Let's go under his nose a little bit so he doesn't actually land the freest gunshot of his life on me. I mean, it's the GSH-23, so we probably would have missed it anyways. Radar roll, let's go. We ball. That was actually very risky. I probably should have been a bit smarter with that, but, you know. We're good. We're alive. He stopped paying attention. Well, bye-bye. Oh, you're actually flaring. Fair enough. No, close. We got magic tooed. Understandable. Oh, he's running rocket pods, bruh. Premium is worth it if you play War Thunder a lot, yeah. Because there's the whole opportunity cost thing of, are you a child with a ton of time to spend and not a lot of money? Or are you an adult with a ton of money to spend but not a lot of time? Like, if you have a ton of time and not a lot of money, maybe get a premium jet. If you have a lot of money, not a lot of time, get both. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but yeah. If you play War Thunder a lot and you have the money to spend, then buy it. War Thunder premium time costs fuck all for Western civilization adults, $3 a month. Yeah, that is true. But then there are a lot of kids who don't get that sort of income, or who aren't able to spend money on video game by parent. So it depends. But yeah, for the most part, premium time, if you can get large amounts of it, then it's definitely worth it. Have you ever wanted to run an SLI/Crossfire setup for the memes, even though it's essentially dead? I've not run one, but I do want to see one in action. I think that would be, like... I think if SLI or Crossfire was supported for, like, later GPUs, I think seeing, like, two 4080s or two 4090s stacked would be fucking hilarious to watch. But yeah, I'd never want to run it myself because it's just a waste of energy, waste of money, etc., etc. So, you know, if our kids have different stories, so the question is always hard to answer. Yeah, like it's same thing as like, should I buy this premium or this premium? It's like it kind of depends on a lot of factors. It's not just yes or no question, unfortunately. So. I got a girlfriend? Congrats, man. Am I still allowed to play War Thunder? Yeah. You can. I know several people with girlfriends who play War Thunder. None of them are me, but... Seeing me complain about Gaijin is the most entertaining shit ever. I'm glad you get something out of it. Do you want to be a fighter pilot in real life? Hell no. It's a very rigorous process to become a fighter pilot in real life, so it's never really been on the cards because that is a lot of effort, a lot of training, a lot of time, dedication, etc. I'm happy with flying my little video game plane. Do you like your spoons medium rare or well done? Nice spelling. Do you like the Swedish Gripen? No, I think it's quite boring. How do you pronounce your name? There's no correct way, there's no one way to pronounce the name because I have a lot of, like, I have a very unique accent and I know a lot of people have different accents and way of pronouncing it, so like anything relatively close is fine. I've said freeze it in some videos and I've said freezed in others. It just depends on, whether I need to say the name, like the enunciation of the name, depending on how many words I have in the intro and stuff like that, so as long as it's something relatively close to that, I really don't care. There's not a correct way to pronounce the name because it's not an actual word. It's something that I made up, so. Would you choose between a girlfriend or War Thunder? Oh, girlfriend. 10 out of 10 times. Why do you fly close to the ground? Because if you don't, then you're going to eat a radar missile. Because the radars, you can effectively dodge any radar missile by just flying low to the ground because of something called multipathing. Which essentially just makes it so that the radar missile doesn't track you properly, and it explodes, and you do not. Also, holy shit, down tier? No way. That is what you should not do when you're flying defensive against radar missiles. The missile did not hit him, but he also did not stay alive, so... On game of fact, don't do that. For example, that's how you use multipathing to defend against a radar missile. What was that spotting system? I saw his missile before I saw him from under 2 kilometers. That is insane, dude. Holy shit. That is wild. Oh my god. Bruh. Thank you for the $5, Crimson Corsair. I never get sick of the fact that War Thunder's partnered with someone that tells people to never play their game. Yeah, I know. It is very funny. I mean, at the end of the day, I've given them millions of views and free advertising, so I really don't think they care that much what I say anymore. So... Like, I've probably gotten a lot of people to download the game already, so at this point, like, it's just peanuts for them, so. But yeah, no, I know a lot of people complain about the spotting system, but, like, things like that just should not happen under any circumstances. How? I'm on a level 75 experted crew, and I saw a MiG-21's missile before I saw him at 1 kilometer away. That's insane. Anyways. If I donate 50 USD, will you do a tunnel run until he's 5 it? No. Why are you playing high tier air? Because J7E funny, that's why, Crotch. Gaijin's doing what they do best, exactly. Advertising. Thank you for the $1. Oh, how do I... Yadia Cabrera. I'm gonna hopefully say that it's... I'm hoping that it's pronounced like that, because that's not a name which is familiar to my tongue, but thank you for the $1, dude. I appreciate that. Have you played the British Air Tech Tree? I have. Or to a degree. I'm about rank 5 in it, but... it's alright. It's Anzac Day on Thursday? Indeed. I just got asked if I was you because I was on your squadron. That's funny. If anyone is in our squadron and you get asked if you're free, just say yes, please. It's very, very funny. Because I've said no. Whenever anyone asks if it's me in game, I always just say no. And so people genuinely think that, like, it is just me randomly. So please spread the confusion. It's so funny to see. That is not a name that is familiar unto my tongue. Yeah, I know. I'm very sophisticated. Close enough. I don't even know how to pronounce it myself. Fair enough. How do you feel about War Thunder's map rotation? They have like 2 maps total, which is Sinai and EC Vietnam. And that's it. After taking a 4-month break, I don't think there's any getting back into the squadron for me. Hey, you're a YouTube member, so just apply in the Discord and I'll accept you at some point. I'm probably just going to have that as like an unofficial perk. I'm just too lazy to actually write it out anywhere, so... He's in the special ed tornado, no way. Oh, wild. Could I get a shout out when you're streaming again? Thank you for the BGN. What the hell is that? Hold on, I gotta find this currency now. Currency. Bulgarian. Okay, that's very... I had no idea that currency even existed, but... Thank you for the 5 Bulgarian... What was it called again? Lev. Really? Oh, it means lion. No way, Silver Lion's in a real life reference? Anyways, thank you for the 5 Bulgarian Lev source code. Could I get a shout out and when are you streaming again? I am streaming again Sunday, I think. Well, it depends if I have how much work I have to do, but I'll probably be live Sunday, I reckon. Oh, I did not even see him there. Well, small issue. Ah. You see, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we call them the Special Ed Tornado, because, yeah. Insane. Insane, dude. Par for the course? I know, the Special Ed Tornado strikes again. Wow. Well, BR is just 11-0. Get Leo to do it, so true. Well, well, well. Stock running the F-16C right now, and it's hell. I found it was easy, but... I mean, you just have HMD. Essentially, all you need to do is stay out of people's line of sight, and then just spam off missiles, spam off 9Ls from behind. Once you get the 9Ms, it just becomes really easy because you can literally just mash them straight at them, and most people just won't really flare them correctly from the side. So essentially, just when you have the 9Ls, try to stay out of people's line of sight, and once you get the 9Ms, just fly around, spam them people who are within range. Especially if you can get the 9Ms offside aspect, they're extremely powerful, so it isn't too bad. Might be kind of annoying fighting Griffins, actually, but I haven't played top tier in a while, and I don't really like top tier in general, so... Who is Leo? Your mother. Oh, got him. Waiting click tactics are so fun. I don't mind them at like 12-0 because it still takes... Well, it still takes positioning at any BR. It's just at 12.7. The IRCCM missiles just make the game very unfun because there's no real counterplay to them. So... That was really lame. Your mother's really lame. Got him. Top tier is shit right now? Yeah, not enjoying top tier right now. Why do I always think so much about people's opinion then realize I have my own? I usually think about other people's opinions so I can laugh at them.
I agree.
It is very funny. Got 2 operation maps in a row and it isn't even funny anymore? Yeah, I had the same thing earlier. You know who else was really lame? Stephen Hawking. Huh. Oh, I shouldn't make those jokes. I really shouldn't make those jokes. But at the same time, it is also very funny still, so... M120 R77 are going to ruin the game more? Not really. I don't think it's going to make a massive difference, to be honest, but... What was the first nation you grinded? Germany. I think I just heard one of my dogs throw up downstairs. That's going to be fun. Me when 11.7s are going to have to face AIM 120s and R77s. Me when the 11.7s are going to have AIM 120s. And PL12s. It's going to be very interesting. Is it bad that whenever someone says Stephen Hawking, I think of him doing a kickflip because my mind goes to Tony Hawk instead? I had the same thing for a lot of my time growing up. But yeah, I understand what you mean. When new video? I don't know. I was supposed to have the grand one done ages ago, but I haven't had it done yet, so... It's gonna be a real long video, by the way. Like, I think it might be about... It probably will be the first video on the channel to go over an hour, so that's gonna be kind of cool. And fire the R60 MK. Yep, there we go. Missed the GSH-23 shot because it's a MiG-21 BIS. Lamau. Get splashed by a Phoenix. Great. Alright, well. I kind of just want to dump off my missiles on these AI and just return to base because this wing crit is going to be so AIDS. I'm just going to do that. Fuck it. Alright, I'm just going to return to base. I really do not want to play like this. Like, look at this fucking flight model. That's so bad. I need to just get back to base. Anyways. Now I leave. Goodbye, world. What was that damage? It was a Phoenix splash, which kind of sucks, but nothing I can really do. Do you think Gaijin will ever add AMRAAMs? They've literally confirmed them for next patch. So. F4 Ice is going to be interesting. Yeah, that's going to be a kind of a cool plane to play, actually. Probably could have held one PL5 for the Tornado, but he probably would have fled anyways, so that's fine. You going to pick something up from the upcoming sales? Yes, I'm saving Golden Eagles mostly for it, but if the Mirage F1C goes on sale, I'll grab that, but that's probably it. That's going to be about it for me, but I don't think it will because it's not guaranteed for everything to go on sale. I think they're just going to put a certain amount of low tier packs on sale and just call it a day there. I don't actually think... A lot of people are thinking like we're going to buy the next rank 7 premium in the sales, but I don't necessarily think they're not guaranteed to do it, certainly, and I don't think they will put everything on. I don't know if they will put any rank 7s up because they didn't last time. Last year was only like rank 5 and below, I think, and only certain rank 5s. I remember I grabbed the Leo L44 last time, actually. That was kind of based. Hi, hello, Lakeoff. How are you? Can we get the Vatican City tech tree? It's just a 1.0 grand vehicle, the Pope. That would be very funny. The 15.0 Pope mobile. Very funny. There we go. Very, very good game. Wow. We killed 4 whole AI. That's it. Also, I noticed they added AI planes to the ground targets now as well, which is kind of cool. Shoots holy hand grenades. Nice. Is it gambling time? No, not yet. Sad. Just done playing, gonna eat some chips. That sounds nice, actually. I want chips. Actually, wait, hold on. Out of curiosity, in Turkey, are chips like when you say chips, is it like the hot chips or like the Lay's chips? It's very... How do I have to specify Lay's and hot? But you know what I mean, like the chips you get at like Macca's, or is it like the chips you'd get in a bag in the supermarket from like Lay's? Lay's. Okay, that's interesting. Because in England and Australia, if you say chips, they'll think of like French fries. Whereas in England, well, actually no, because there's crisps as well. I forgot about that. Chips versus fries versus crisps. Yeah, like there's a lot of... There's so many weird dialects just for crisp. It's very funky. But that's interesting. Crunchy ones. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Do you think they should add more nations? I don't think they should add any more full tech trees because we already have, like, enough. I think they should add more sub-trees, though, like a Thai sub-tree for Japan. Potentially. I honestly think if they are going to add one more tech tree, it should just be a joint Southeast Asian one or a joint Commonwealth one. So you have, because I think South Korean vehicles would be really cool to see in-game. And I think the only way we're going to be able to see South Korean stuff is if it goes into a Chinese sub-tree. But I think they're going to be quite pissy with that. I know there's zero chance it goes to Japan because I'm pretty sure they've said publicly that they just, like, will not let them. South Korea will not let Gaijin do that because they can have to give them the military documents, and I think Japan doesn't exactly like that either, but... In Germany, we also say chips? Yeah. That's interesting. I thought chips for, like, as in... The Macca's chips would be a lot more common, but... Polish sub-tree for Brits? Yeah, that could work, actually. I think South African sub-tree would be a lot better, though. Personally, I'd like to see the Polish sub-tree for Germany. I think that would be kind of neat. Mostly just because Germany doesn't get a lot of good high-tier jets, so having, like, an F-16 as an AMRAAM slinger would be quite cool, but... I think a Polish sub-tree is definitely deserved or should go somewhere. At least get, I think, like a Polish premium or like a Polish Spitfire on the German tree would be quite neat. Or even just like in the British tree, to be honest, but... 29G. I don't, that... Well, the 29G is kind of an enigma because it isn't historically accurate anyways, so it shouldn't have carried Fox 3s in real life, but Gaijin could just go fuck it and throw them to one anyways, but... Chrome one anyways. F16 XL would have been a better premium than the F20. Yeah, probably. Honestly, they should have just given the F20's flight performance to the F16 XL and it would have been great. But what are your cannons? I just run ground belts on these cannons. That's interesting. They're working on 2 sub and 1 main tree. And none of them are Turkey, yeah. That's very interesting then if we're going to get another main tree. That's actually really interesting. I'm going to bet South Korea then. If I had to put money on it, because that's one of the only... Because they have to have unique vehicles, so unless it's Commonwealth, I'm pretty sure it would be South Korea. That would make the most sense. It wouldn't be Yugoslavia. I'm fairly, like... Where else? What other tree could it be then, actually? Oh, that's in... What? R60M ignoring Flare's frontal aspect is wild. Holy shit. Maybe Middle East? Well, it could be Pakistani, actually. Hold on. I think it's Pakistani, at least. Because they would need to see... They would need to be unique vehicles, because every tech tree in the game has their own unique vehicles. Even Israel is the one which is the most copy-paste, but, like, as far as their ground goes, it is almost entirely unique vehicles to them. But, like, it would have to have its own unique vehicles, which is why I'm thinking South Korea. Iraq subtree for Israel. Iranian tree? I don't think so, because I don't think they have many unique vehicles. I think the only ones which would work would be either a combined, like, joint Korea. They could do a joint Korea, but, I mean, I think that would be a little bit controversial. Maybe India. India mostly just bought Russian tech, though, so I don't think it would be India. So, I don't know. That's really interesting, then. It wouldn't be Canada, not Canada alone, because Canada mostly just bought and modified, various, I'm pretty sure German tanks, right? Fuck off, not on Operation Vietnam again. But, yeah, I think it has to be either a joint nation tree, so you get, like, all of Southeast Asia, or a lot of the Middle East, or something like that. Or it would have to be like Pakistan or South Korea. I think those would be the only other two. No, it can't be Turkey because it said not Turkey. Yeah, my bet is Commonwealth, South Korea, or Pakistan. I think those would be the only tree that it could be. As far as the sub-trees, it's probably going to be Thai for Japan, or I'm hoping it's another Southeast Asian nation for Japan. Whether that be Thai or Singaporean. What other sub-tree? It could be a subtree for Israel as well. Aussie sub? No, I don't think we would get an Aussie subtree because it's literally just a lot of jets which are already in the game but just copy pasted. So I don't think we would end up getting an Aussie subtree. A Balkan tech tree? I don't think they made many independent vehicles though, did they? Should I grind Japan ground in there or Germany ground in there? Are you experienced at the game or not? Japan got the Thai F5 already. Yeah, I know. That doesn't... I mean, Sweden got the Finnish J35XS before they got the Finnish subtree, so it doesn't mean that it's automatically not going to be a subtree. It just means that there's already a vehicle in the game for it, so it could very easily stay there, especially considering it's squadron, so... And there's plenty of other Thai planes as well, so it doesn't necessarily mean they're automatically not going to get it. Hell, the fucking French tech tree got the ISO 90 from Finland long before Sweden got the Finland subtree in general, so just because there's already a vehicle in game from a certain nation doesn't mean it's automatically blacklisted for a subtree. Vietnam, nah. Vietnam didn't make anything, though. Because it has to be... South American, actually... I wonder if... No way it's, like, Brazilian, right? No way it's just gonna be, like, some oddball, like, South American tech tree. Surely. Brazil... It could be... You've thrown a wrench in the works now. It could be a South American country. Independent Aussie tree. Honestly, an independent Commonwealth tree would be great. Having Australia, India, and Canada all together would be a great tech tree, personally, I think. A lot of copy-paste, sure, but also quite... It wouldn't be unique in the slightest, but you would get some cool gems like the 30mm saber and stuff, so... Combined European is with representing each line. That could work, but I think there's a higher likelihood of them just giving the vehicles to the nations which like made them, because like if you look at Germany, Germany's already got like a lot of the more unique smaller European vehicles like the Hunter FD8, the Boxer Vilkas. I know that was made by Rheinmetall, but still, like they got even like a lot of the Canadian Leopards they still got. So like I think it probably would just end up going to like Germany or UK or France or something like that to try to fill gaps. I don't think we would get all those, but... Oh, he could have hit a gunshot there. He probably should have gone for that. That should be a kill. I don't think he's flaring that. No kill. Interesting. He might have flared or someone else might have got it first. I'm not entirely sure. That might be a little bit out of range, but we'll find out. Is that the F-16? No, that was Abyss. Interesting. And there's the F-16. Fair enough. We were like right in the middle of that furball, so I'm not entirely surprised. But the Brits are going to cry about it? Exactly. Even more reason for a Commonwealth subtree. It's great. And New Zealand, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess they've already got the Strike Master, which is New Zealand, but yeah. Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 video? Nah. I think Joe Schlatt did a video on that, or a video essay. What about Spanish? Spain didn't make anything, though. They just bought Italian vehicles, if I remember correctly. What is the setting called to evade missiles easier, bruh? Should do a reacting to War Thunder memes video. I would rather kill myself because this community is not funny at all. Turkey trees in the forums, and they're very detailed as far as we know. Not this year. Interesting. Tried to hire people to model, but so they dipped out. That's very interesting then, yeah. I think we will be much more likely to get a Turkey sub-tree for Italy, if anything, but I don't think that's on the cards anytime soon, personally. When is next Minecraft stream? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I should do another Minecraft stream. I might do like a series on the second channel, and that could be kind of based. There's also a lot of... The problem is they don't model tech trees off of people playing it, though. There has to be like a significant amount of historical aircraft, a significant amount of indigenous aircraft, and like enough of a demand. Not really demand for it, but like enough of a reason to add it. And I don't really think Turkey has that for a main tree, though. Is what I'm thinking. And it wouldn't make sense for a sub tree just yet, so. seen Devin's video about the new BR changes and ranting about BR compression? I have not yet, no, but that sounds quite funny. I'd have to give that a watch. Why does the premium tornado not have rockets? Because they never carried rockets in real life, I don't think. So... Imagine the next event is the M1A2 from the brochure. Oh god, that would be hilarious. A paper tank for Britain, that would be funny. I do just kind of hope that... I do like a lot of South Korean vehicles. So I do want to see a South Korean tech tree in game, but I don't know, that is my personal hope. It could be South American the more I think about it. It could entirely be a joint South American tech tree. But they also could just pull a curveball and throw like Pakistan or Commonwealth or something. I don't know. What about a Greek tree? Greece never made their own vehicles though. Turkey's very unique and special vehicles on the ground side, but for air it's mostly foreign planes. Yeah. That is, it's kind of, I mean, I guess they gave Israel, but Israel also, like, modified their vehicles enough to where they became their own independence, like the Sambad, Saar, Nesha, Shahak, all that, so, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Switzerland or Poland. I think they would be more likely for one of the subtrees for Germany. Argentine, yeah. That's what I like. It could be a joint South American because I don't think the only nation for South America which would be like plausible to get a full tree is Brazil, but it could be like a joint South American one. I don't know.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I do not know. Very interesting. Well, I mean, my hopes are still personally for South Korea because I think South Korea would be a very neat tree, and I also just want the T-50 or FA-50 in game. I think that would be very fun. Mostly just because I like the plane a lot, but you know. Bye-bye, severe damage. Egyptian, maybe. I think we would be more likely to see a combined Middle Eastern than a standalone Egyptian. Oh, more spawning behind. Makes sense. Brazil wouldn't have anything below rank 4-5. Yeah, neither does Israel, to be fair, but I don't know. There's an Israeli T-72 in a museum. That would be hilarious for Gaijin to add. That would be very funny indeed. American captured vehicle tree. You just have a tree of American vehicles that they use as like an aggressor trading and captured vehicle. That would be so funny. Literally just an American tree with a bunch of copy pastes. Oh god, that would be so funny. With the introduction of Israel, the question of what has been valid enough to become a tech tree has been thrown into question. Not really. You just need enough what's it called? Unique vehicles, essentially. The whole start thing is quite interesting though, because it means we can get vehicles which don't have a ton of ranks 1 through 4 vehicles. So Canada maybe, yeah. It could be like a common. I think Commonwealth is a lot more likely than Canada personally, but it could be. There is potential there. There's certainly potential. Or it could just be a Canadian tech tree and then they just give it Aussie subtrees, which would be pretty based as well. Well, I don't think it's Poland. I think Poland's more likely for a subtree. F-18 next patch? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get any new flight models next patch, or at least any new big ones. I think it's just going to be mostly Fox 3 missiles. Like, I don't think we get the F-18 or the Su-30 or anything like that. I don't know what Russian jet is in for contention. Maybe a MiG-31 is the most we'll get, but I don't personally think so. I think the F-18 should have come a while ago, to be honest, but... F-18 update's going to be called Hornet's Nest. That's actually a decent name, yeah. MiG-25. The MiG-25 just doesn't fit the game at all, so I don't think that's going to be added, but... Romanian subtree for Germany would be 100% better than Poland, yeah. Honestly, just give them a Rheinmetall subtree at this point. Just throw in any other vehicle that they made. Like, any of the other Boxer APCs or whatever. Just, why not at this point? 4G pull, yeah. Pulls less Gs than the F-111. Would be so cursed. Maybe Rafale? No, we're not getting Rafale. We're not getting any of the AESA radar 4th gens at the very least. Reskinned F5 as a MiG-28. I think that camo's already in game. We're not getting the Blackbird, no. What about India? I mean, India just bought... We could get an Indian subtree for Britain, potentially, but it's mostly just bought Soviet tech, so... I don't think they'd get their own full tree. Honestly, a joint Indian-Pakistan tree would be hilarious. Join India and Pakistan, or give it like a Pakistani subtree to an Indian tech tree? That would be so hilarious. I don't think Gaijin would ever do that, but if they did, they would have my complete respect, because that is extremely comedic. Ooh, no, I missed. Ukrainian tech tree, once again, no unique vehicles, just bought Soviet stuff. They have to have a unique vehicles, like unique vehicle production to actually be considered a proper tech tree. We just get nothing for that? Ah, interesting. Hey buddy, can I get a missile off on you? Hello? Missile just didn't want to track. Sure, why not? Pakistan, India, Thailand, and Korea. That would be such a good tech tree. Oh, Lord. The PIKT tech tree. That would be hilarious. I would love that. Is it ever gonna happen? No, but I can dream. That would be so funny. There we go. We've actually flared that 9M. No way. Feeling there was gonna be a missile or two dropped there. Yeah. That's not pulling in for us. Neat. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at the Harrier 07. I was more worried that he was gonna fire a 9M at me and just did not see the Phantom at all. Massive brain, holy shit. Huge brain gameplay on my part there. Incredible. TU-95 should be added? Nah. Mexico and Central America? Mexico barely has an air force, dude. Mexico would be an interesting tree. I just took a piss. What did I miss? Nothing. Don't rewind the stream. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. you have any pets? I have 2 dogs, yes. Earth tech tree, everything is there. True. We need an Irish tech tree. It's literally just a guy with a bomb. You know what? Estonia? That's possible. What was the name of those, if I get my geography correct, Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia are all relatively close, aren't they? What was the name of that group of countries called? What's the name for them, right? The Baltics, that's right. Estonia has like only albatrosses. Hold on, we're gonna check out the future tech tree here. Let's see, equipment. Aircraft, an L-39C Albatross, alright, alright. There's 2 of them in service, nice. There's an R-44 utility helicopter, oh boy. And the M28 Skytruck, which has no armament, nice. It's gonna be a great subtree. Just add that as a subtree for Russia. It's literally just 1 aircraft. It's just the L-39, that's it. Watch your wings, don't worry, I never rip my wings. Ireland would only have a trainer Spitfire, Gladiator, and PC-9, as well as a guy with a bomb as well, don't forget. We should get a Norway subtree for the US. Wild. You think they're going to add B1 and Tu-160? I hope not. They don't really fit the game, so... Greece should be in a tech tree. It could be a decent subtree for a nation. I just don't know what nation it would be for. I really just want the Phantoms, the Phantom that they like heavily upgraded and gave AMRAMs. I think that would be hilarious. Is the Type 10 better than the Leopard? Depends on what Leopards. I would say the 2A7 is going to be a lot better than a Type 10, but... Type 10 is really good reload, and decent mobility, that's basically it. Probably Italy, but that's on subtree cooldown right now. I was gonna say, yeah, I guess it would be okay in Italy, Germany, and America, but the US doesn't need one. Germany, there's better choices, and Italy's on cooldown, yeah. So it probably wouldn't really work anywhere. You just give everything in the game to Italy. At this point, just rename Italy to Europe and just give it everything in Europe. Why not? What do you think Gaijin will do when they run out of planes? What do you mean run out of planes? Do you know how many aircraft exist? Like, there is so many new things which they can add that is not just ooh, new modern plane shiny. Like, they've already missed a ton in the current tech trees. They haven't put in a lot of other tech trees or sub trees. Like, there's still so much more they can do other than just add more plane. So I don't think that's... I think the game is going to die before they run out of planes, to be completely honest, from their dog shit monetization practices, but... Oh, there's an F5C literally right there. I did not even see him. Does he see me? Yeah. How has he not done anything? He's just been sat there the entire time. He just did not care at all. Ah. Actual God's smartest Lazur, holy shit. I feel like he just TK'd me to get that kill, but Yeah, bruh. Okay, then that's a fucking specimen and a half, Jesus. I think that's a great note to end the stream on. I mean, you can't blame Gaijin for overpricing premiums. You kind of can, but that's how they maintain the servers and pay their employees. I wouldn't really care about them overcharging on premiums if they just made the game better, essentially. Like, if the game was more functional, I wouldn't really care. Except they just blatantly ignore balancing decisions and they ignore various other things, other bugs, whatever, just so that they can focus more on premiums, which is where I kind of take offense to it. They can set whatever price they want on them at the end of the day, but I just don't like them disregarding every other mechanic in the game just so that they can focus on premiums and adding more premiums. So, like, for example, the last update we got 6 new high tier ground premiums, and they introduced the new quality of life mechanic, the fuel slider, which didn't work for the first month that it was in the game. Like, I wouldn't really care whatever they were charging for their premiums or however many they want to sell, blah blah blah. If they just actually focused on making the rest of the game work well. So, but once again, like, whatever. I would just rather have a working game, even if it has premiums. Yeah, I'm done. I can't be bothered to rant anymore. I just want to see the game become better, and right now all they're doing is just bringing new players in through advertising, selling them a $70 premium. They realize they're not good at the game and it's not a very fun game, and then they leave. And then the same thing happens over and over and over and over and over again. So I would rather they just make a decent game which will actually retain players, but they just don't think that's a priority, I guess. So I just kind of take offense to that, and it's killing the game short term and long term. So yeah. Anyways, would you rather play wargaming games? I mean, I'm forced to play this whether I like to or not, whether I want to or not, so I want the best for the game. So, I mean, I'm not going to have fun either way, so it's worst of two evils, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to head out there because I'm tired and I want lunch. So, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. So, goodbye.